The noise. If my father wanted you to be quiet, he didn't say, shush. He didn't say, be quiet. He didn't say, shut up. All he did was put his hand up to the side of his face and say in a quiet voice that sounded as if there was some kind of terrible pain in the middle of his brain, the noise. It was as if the palm of his hand was trying to reach inside his head to get at some awful thing in there. So, we would be going on a car trip. Dad driving, Mum next to him, me and my brother in the back. My brother says, there's an imaginary line down the middle of the back seat. I'm this side, you're that side, you can't cross the line. I'm this side of the line, you're that side of the line. So, no, I get the point. I say, there's a line and you can't cross the line, he says. So I say, no, I get the point. I won't cross the line. And then I stick my hand over the line. No. Hey, he says, you crossed the line. I didn't. No. And I stick my hand across the line again and again. No. You crossed the line, he says. I didn't, I say. And I stick my hand across the line again. No. Mum, he crossed the line. I didn't, I say. And my dad's hand goes up to the side of his face and the noise. My brother used to imitate it. If I was making a racket, my brother would walk round the house going, the noise. So it's breakfast. My dad couldn't stand any noise at breakfast. One, and it was... He comes downstairs, sits down in the chair, opens up the newspaper. You can't see him. He's disappeared. One moment you've got a dad, and the next all you've got is a newspaper. All you can see is his hand. It comes out from behind the newspaper, moves across the table all on its own, finds the cup of coffee, and then disappears behind the newspaper. He didn't even drop the newspaper to see where the cup was. He just knew where it was. We used to stare at the hand coming out, grabbing the cup, disappearing behind the paper. Once, my brother moved the coffee cup. He goes, the noise. The hand came out. Couldn't find the cup. The newspaper came down. What's going on, says my dad. He grabs the cup and disappears again behind the paper. And once I sat there and a little voice inside me said, hey, why don't you practice playing drums on the side of the table? I said, no, that'd be crazy. Dad can't stand any noise at breakfast. And the little voice said, yeah, but you know you want to. Go on, pick up the knife and fork and away you go. No, I couldn't. But I did. Knife, fork, side of the table, and the newspaper came down. And my dad's hand went up to the side of his face. He started to say, the noise. But my brother was in there quick with, the noise. And my dad was left there with his hand in midair, still trying to say that. The torch. The noise. I nagged my mum and dad for the noise. Oh, go on. I'd love the noise. One of those ones with the black rub around them. Oh, go on, please. It was no good. I wasn't getting anywhere. Then came my birthday. On the table was a big box. In the box, the noise. My dad took it out the box. You see the noise, she says. It's waterproof. That is a waterproof noise. Waterproof. Wow. So that night, I got into the bath and went underwater swimming with it. Breathe in, under the water, switch on, search for ship and treasure, up, breathe, under again, exploring the ocean floor. Then the noise went out. I shook it and banged it, but it wouldn't go. I couldn't get it to go again. My birthday noise. So I got out, dried myself off, put on my pyjamas and went into the kitchen. The noise. It won't work. It's broken. And my dad says, what do you mean, it's broken? It couldn't have just broken. How did it break? I don't know. It just went off. I don't believe it. You ask him a simple question and you never get a simple answer. You must have been doing something with it. No, it It just went off. Just try telling the truth, will you? How did it break? It just went off. Are you mad? I felt so rotten. It just went off. My birthday.
Noise.
At the weekend, he says, we're going into Harrow to take the noise back. We walk into the shop. My dad goes up to the man at the counter and he says, you see this noise? I bought it from you a couple of weeks ago. It's broken. So the man picks it up. Well, it couldn't have just broken, says the man. How did it break? And my dad says, I don't know. It just went off. Surely you must have been doing something with it, says the man. No, says my dad. It just went off. Oh, come on, says the man. These torches don't just break down. So I said, well, actually, I was in the kitchen and I got a hard kick on the ankle from my dad. I was in the kitchen and it just went off. So the man said that he would take it out the back to show Len. He came back a few minutes later and said that Len couldn't get it to work either. It just went off. You'll have to have a new one, he says. I should think so too, says my dad. Thank you. Outside the shop, my dad says to me, what's the matter with you? Are you crazy? You were going to tell him all about your underwater swimming fandango, weren't you? Blabbermouth. It just went off.
Nice. No breathing. True. The weak ones just used to keel over and die. You'd hear them going down behind you. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And there was always a whiny kid going, meh. Can I go out and do some breathing? And she'd say, no, you've got all playtime to do it in. Oh, go on, miss, oh, go on. Do you know, at the beginning of the week, there were 48 kids in my class. At the end of the week, there were only 5 of them left. Yeah, do you know, at the end of the day, you'd be stepping over kids just to get out the room. Oh, no, there's Melanie. That's a shame, she was really nice. There's Dave. Hard luck, Dave. Always knew you were a bit weak. Do you know, people say to me, if that's true, how come you're here to tell the tale? Fair enough, and I'll tell you. It's because when I was at school, we used to sit at desks. We didn't sit round tables like you do now. We used to sit at desks with lids. And some of us figured out what you had to do was snatch a quick breath under the desk lid when she wasn't looking. So once more, from the beginning. No breathing. The weak ones. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. The whiny ones. Miss, can I go out and do some breathing? No, you've got all playtime to do it in. Oh, go on, miss. Oh, go on. Us lot. Boom. Ah! That was the mistake, slamming the desk lid down. If you made a noise with the desk lid, it was out. School prison. There was a school prison underneath the school hall where they used to string you up from the wall bars. Miss, I've been up here for 3 weeks. And there's rats. And they're nibbling my toenails. So I figured it out. What you had to do was put your thumb round the edge of the desk lid. So when it went down, it didn't make any noise at all. Once more, from the beginning. No breathing. The weak ones. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. The whiny ones. Miss, can I go out and do some breathing? No, you've got all playtime to do it. And oh, go on, miss, oh, go on. These other kids. Boom. Out, school prison. Miss, I've been up here for 3 weeks and there's rats and they're nibbling my toenails, miss. Me, thumb round the edge of the desk. No noise at all. Survival. Queen Juliana is a fat banana, I said.
It just went off.